not coming?
Doing this, but he's not letting me.
Oh, what a jerk.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to pull him with my chain, and it's not like
Alright,
then
that's
I went
alright.
and bashed the shit out of it.
Works for me. Alright, that was good, everyone. Oh, we got one more. Jesus, they never end, do they? I forgot how many there were.
Well, apparently they don't move.
Yeah, they seem to like to stay put. Alright, we're gonna go up this pathway first. More ads. Watch, there's another sphere up there. If somebody has crushing shock, make sure you hit those when they're winding up. Make sure you hit that interrupt. Alright, more spheres. Everyone move forward a bit. There we go. That's it. Alright, Warhorn just popped. Right, let's see. Alright, I'm going to take the time right now to, because it's kind of a quiet spot, to go over the mechanics for the first boss. Just because I feel like it's very specific and it's probably best we go over it now so that we can have time for it to sink in.
Okay.
Okay. So, never mind.
They kind of started attacking us.
Yeah, we were a little too close.
So much for the no Leroy rule. It's all good.
It's just ads. If it was a boss fight, yeah, I'd be busy. It's just ads. Trash mobs aren't as big of a deal, so.
Unless if it's on that.
Unless it's on that, yes, that's the exception. These are just normal though, so.
Are you the Empress of Trash Mobs? Is that where the name comes from?
Yes, exactly. I am ruler of the garbage because I am garbage, the best garbage of all. Okay, now let's pause.
Okay, while you're explaining, can you play your banker out? I need to look for something.
Okay. Alright, so. First boss mechanics. Do not, guys, back up a little, please. Out of that, yeah, out of the doorway. Alright, thank you. I just don't want somebody to accidentally aggro them. Stunner, are you in there already?
Yeah, there was 2 of them.
You'll be
Crouch.
fine because I go. You'll be fine
Crouch,
because
please go into sneak.
you'll be fine because we go down here all the time when we describe it. So
Stunner, go into sneak.
I am in sneak.
No, you aren't. I can see you. You're reading a book. Go into sneak. Do I have to pull out the mom voice on you?
That works.
Alright.
Alright, well, anyway. So, the mechanics for this boss are really specific. There's 2 separate bosses you can see. They're 2 venomous fabricants. Positrox and Negatrix. We're just gonna call them, you know, Neg and Pos, because, get it, negative. Anyway. And it's simpler than trying to pronounce that whole mess the whole time we're trying to do this. Now, each of the tanks, you guys have to take one of the bosses. So each of you, do either of you guys prefer one over the other?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Alright, Desarn, you're gonna take positive, and Mr. Tete, you're gonna take negative. I'm gonna stick with Desarn. Max, you kind of keep an eye on Mr. Tete for me, please, while we're down there. We're gonna have a boss on each side, and we're gonna split the group into basically directly down the middle. So I'm also gonna have two, I'm gonna split the DPSs down the middle. So if you're gonna be, I just want everyone to kind of make sure that we're on the same page here. So if you're gonna be over with Positrox, right over here with me, Desarn, over here with me too. And then DPSs, we're gonna split up. And Max and Mr. Tete, you guys go to that other side over by the other pipes, just so it's... Alright, so I'm gonna want, on this side with me, I would like Sleepy and Elizabeth, Kevpul, and Radar. And then Storm, Zadza, Lonathan, and Stunner, I'm gonna want you guys over on the right side, working on the negative guy. Basically, we want to keep them apart. That is the very important thing here, because if they come together, their damage scales higher over time. So if they have like a beam that'll connect them, kind of, and if it's connected for over 10 seconds, their damage scales higher and higher, and eventually it'll one-shot us. Max, if you have Purge, you're going to want to put it on right now, definitely.
Yeah, I have it on my back bar.
Alright, wonderful.
Okay, so I'm on positive. Me, Elizabeth, you. Trash.
Yes.
I guess. Okay.
Alright, so yes, the 6 of us over on this side, and then we're going to be over on Positrox, and you guys are going to be on Negatrox.
Kev was asking in chat what side he's on.
What?
Kev was asking what side they're on.
Oh. Basically, let's see, Kev, we're going to be on the left side with Positrox.
Okay.
So the left side, like literally if we're facing it right now, looking at it, on the left side, is, Desarn's going to take him over to that side of the arena, and we're going to work on him there. Okay.
Over there, about where that little blue circle is.
Yes. Right over
Okay.
there. Okay, just let's see. So, in addition to that, there's going to be some ads that are going to spawn quite, periodically. There's going to be spheres, basically, just like we've been fighting. What we want to do is we need to kind of bring the ads over to the boss, so that way we can layer it over top, get its damage shield down, kill it, and because if the spheres stay up too long, they get enraged and they do a lot more damage. And these mobs can actually hurt quite a bit. So Desarn, you're going to want to have talons ready quite a bit.
Switch bars and use Inner Beast.
Yes, exactly. Additionally, they do an electric beam kind of attack that isn't too bad, but unless they stay connected for more than 10 seconds, then it's extremely bad. So, let's see. But try to avoid the beam in general. It'll do 10k if you walk through it, so almost a one-shot. Additionally, there's a shock field that'll show up under the boss, and it'll deal a lot of damage, so you guys want to stand behind the boss, the opposite side of wherever Desarn has it facing. He's probably going to have it facing the,
I'll try to have it facing that little blue portal.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, I'm a little absent-minded tonight. Real quick, Stunner, you're good, don't worry. He's worried he made me mad. No, you're good, I'm teasing. It's all good. Let's see.
When do I purge?
Sorry?
When do I purge?
Basically just do it like clockwork every so often, because I would do it kind of add it to your rotation and do it probably like once every 10 seconds. Because it is going to happen very, very regularly. There's going to be a lot of enemy dots that are going to hit, and so we're really going to want to keep an eye out for that.
Okay.
I'm just going to Sorry, I'm just trying to go over the mechanics here real quick, and I keep losing my thread. I'm sorry, guys. So, make sure you stand behind the boss and a little bit back so you can avoid the shock field that shows up around his butt, around his bottom, and everything around his feet. And that way you can also stay in the heels. Additionally, there's like this kind of sparkles kind of attack he does, where he'll weave his tail and sparks come out, and they show up as these big like floating balls that will stun you if they hit you, and so you want to block when they're happening. Additionally, that is when we want to do Purge, Max, after that, because it leaves the damage over time on them.
Alright, cool.
So keep an eye out for those orbs, block if you see them. Occasionally, he is going to knock the tanks over, and we are going to have to bash the boss. And that is something I need you guys to look out for religiously. If you see that, bash. I don't care if anybody else, you think don't think, oh, someone else is going to get it. Do it. It's super fucking important here. Let's see. Firebugs will spawn periodically too, just AoE them down. And once one of the bosses is dead, spheres will enrage, so we want to make sure that we try to bring them down at roughly the same time. So if you see one getting a little too low, ease up. So we're gonna kind of like keep an eye on where they're at. All right. Does everyone feel like they're ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I got a negative, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So everybody's clear where they're at. All right. So
Yeah.
now go ahead over. You guys, tanks, pull them apart. All right. If you're with my team over here. Horn in 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind, I got stumbled. 3, 2, 1, toot. Get out of those AoEs.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Tank down.
Yeah.
Res tank. I need DPSs to res the tank ASAP. That's super important.
I'm
guys.
on it. On it.
Thank you.
Tage drop too.
And I'm dead.
If you're a DPS, focus reses.
Rising.
Damn. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm being
I got
munched
him.
on.
And
Alright, I'm down as well.
working on Kev.
Yeah, dead.
Dang.
Down.
Alright, you know what? Let it wipe, guys. We'll start again.
Ah, damn.
Alright, let it wipe.
Embrace death.
Alright, everyone over to the respective, corners. Over here. Or there works too.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Either or. Works for me. Alright, so, the thing we want to be careful with is when he tosses that AoE on the ground, even if you're a tank, if you don't think you can stand in that Dazarn, you really want to get out of that and just kind of back up a little bit, try to avoid it.
I figured that
Were you
one
blocking
out.
through it, or was it something that happened?
I think it was a combination of both. I don't know if it was just got more powerful over time or if he hit me with something else. I was okay to start with, but then all of a sudden, boom, I was dead. So I'm not exactly sure.
Alright.
But yeah,
Alright, well,
I'll try to stay out of that. I'm trying not to
Yeah.
pull him around too much either, but I'm going to have to do good stuff.
Alright, well, let's give it another go. Same as before, pull them apart and watch for the AoEs on the ground. And additionally, DPSs, you guys are on res duty. If someone's down, immediately res and call it out when you're resing. Call it out and who you're resing.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Alright. Ready?
yeah, if you can purge as well, Mr. Tater, that works excellently.
Alright.
Alright, so, alright, everyone
Got
ready?
this one. Yep.
Excellent. Yeah, when he does that little shockwave attack, you want to block. Try to block. Olarima proc up.
You knocked me down, and I'm.
Gotta bash, guys, remember. Watch for the shock on the ground. I can't heal you through that too well. That's a really tough AoE. Additionally, you want to stand slightly in front of me.
Bash.
Alright, spheres are up. Can you use your chains on the spheres, Dizarn?
Spheres, guys.
Spheres are important. Somebody res
God
lots
is down, I don't know where they're at.
Elizabeth's down.
I got him.
I'm down.
I can't change the speed.
It won't let you?
Well-
Alright.
Okay, I can on them, but that's about it.
Yeah, they got me.
Alright, wipe again, guys. Let it wipe.
Oh.
Yeah, those, I couldn't chain them. I did hit them with it, I saw that. Could not pull them
Alright.
towards me.
Alright, let me just go over again real quick and just gather. Okay.
Thank you for the free res.
It seems like as soon as somebody's going down, it all kind of goes pear-shaped.
Yeah, it's, alright, we probably want to be doing purges a little bit more often. Additionally, those spheres need to come down, once they start coming up. I'll try to call it out when I see them. But once, you know, they're up, we really need to work on those. I'm just gonna need, you know, I'm gonna need DPSs to focus them instead, basically. And I'll keep Dizarn alive. So bring them down ASAP because they put poison dots on everyone. If anyone else, in addition to the healers, has Purge available, please put it on because it's, like, we can definitely use the help. So, it's because we're gonna need to be purging very often.
If you see us glowing green, that means we need to purge.
Yes, exactly.
And Pear, which skill again? Because I've definitely got...
It's under the support skill line.
I can add Purge.
Thank you, I
And
appreciate that.
DPS try to stack behind, like with the tail in the face, not in front.
Exactly.
You get caught in that shockwave. People were doing that.
So
I'm
please
trying to
try to
keep
make
him
sure that...
facing- I'm trying to keep him facing one way, but I have to avoid those AoEs he throws out. So
That's fine,
will
that's
be
fine.
moving
Just
around.
follow the tail, guys. It's basically a good rule of thumb for you. You
Yeah.
should be... And everyone knows how to stack, right?
Just look for the blue balls on my side.
Yeah, it's just make sure you stay right on his tail, the point of his tail, like, you know, religiously. Because that's how we're going to avoid it, and watch for those AoEs on the ground because they can and will kill you extremely fast. Even tanks can't stand in those.
Yeah.
So, we are going to want to be very careful about that. Everybody ready? Thadza?
No,
you
I'm
alive there?
Oh, wait, Zadza. Zadza.
Oh, it looks like you DC'd. Maybe? I don't know.
Oh,
Check Discord.
he's back.
Oh, cool. Okay. Alright. Everybody feel like they're ready?
Yeah.
Anybody feel not ready? Unclear?
We got this.
Alright, tanks first, healers next, DPS follow in a line.
Stack on the blue balls for negative, guys.
Right. Yeah.
No, you can't stand in the, you can't stand in the AoE though, you're standing in the AoE again.
Yeah, down. I got to take it. No, never mind.
I
Too
got
far
it.
out, Dizarn. Try to bring it back in. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Up. Knock me down.
Hit the bash, guys. I need DPS to hit that bash.
Orbs are up. The spheres, I mean.
Orbs are up. The spheres are up. Bring the spheres down, DPS. Let's focus spheres.
Keep his
I just got wasted.
Somebody please res.
Where we at?
Trying.
Rising.
Radar's right over by
Get
me.
him. Yep.
Make sure you're hitting those interrupts.
Alright,
Thank you.
got him. I got a res.
Alright.
Alright.
Hit the interrupts, guys. I really need you working on those interrupts. And stay out of the AoEs. You cannot stand in those AoEs.
Yep.
I was trying to roll out.
Tanks down. Res tank immediately, please.
I got dessert.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, alright.
Oh,
Alright,
where
wipe
is
it,
everybody?
Hey, Crash.
Yes.
Does everybody have self heals? Because
Yeah.
My main attack is a self heal.
And I'm spamming heals on all of you guys. And
I'm
Purge.
spamming heals. I'm a DPS.
Yeah, I can
Well-
only do so much, and it's using my stamina.
Alright,
Yeah,
part of
but-
the issue here that I'm seeing
Okay.
is... Oh,
Just wipe.
just
Yep.
wipe, yeah. Or not, I guess. Well,
Yeah, I'd
Wow.
say stay up.
Not
If you can get
really
us up,
letting
get
me
us
wipe.
up.
it's not gonna happen, I don't think, but...
I got Storm. I got Kevel.
Alright.
Alright, thank you. Stunner's still down.
No, where Stunner's at.
Yep,
Where's
I got stunner.
Okay.
I got stunner.
Thank you.
Alright, stay out of that AoE on the ground. I cannot help you if you walk into that, guys. Olarima proc right on me.
DPS
Block
trying to
through
stop
those,
on me. If you're on Negatrix. Spheres are up. Switch to Spheres, DPS.
DPS has switched to spheres, please.
Okay. There we go. Sphere down.
Excellent. Still got one up over here, guys.
Yep, there's one over here. One down, I should say.
Ash.
Oh, I'm down.
Not bad. Okay,
I got you, Sadie.
Alright, I need reses.
Yep.
Getting Zetas off.
Second sphere, 15% down.
Alright, he's still down.
Anybody need a ticket?
Nobody's bashing.
Yeah, we need those bashes, guys. Like, I mean that, like when I said.
That cat.
Tank down on pass.
Tank needs res.
Where
Negative
at?
side.
Okay. Yep, negative side. I'm down. Okay. Oh, he's up.
Pass him. Somebody please back.
Ah, come on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Hit that bash, thank you. Stay on his tail, guys, on his tail. My DPS need to move to his tail.
Spheres are up.
DPS's focus
Okay,
spheres,
moving
please.
Moving the sphere. Front sphere down.
Excellent, thank you.
Back sphere.
I'm down.
Reses,
By the
focus
next
reses.
sphere.
Hit those bashes, everyone, I mean it.
I'm down.
Alright,
Storm and
somebody please
Stunner are
res
down.
Storm and Stunner. I'm healing, I can't res. DPS's, back over here, please.
Oh yeah.
I got Stunner.
I see one.
You got Stunner.
I have Storm. No, I'm down.
Whoa. Ooh.
There's still a sphere.
I got Sleepy.
There's two spheres.
Just kidding.
I'm dead, I'm in the center of platform. Healer down.
Okay, find you. Hold on.
Mr. Tay-Tay's got me. This is why you guys gotta call it out.
We got 3 by Positrix.
And yeah, I'm dead again.
Oh.
I'm down.
I got this.
You've got a healer down right now, and let me see.
4 of us are down at
Several.
Yeah,
Positrix.
we need reses, guys.
Yeah, reses really need to be done, everyone, and the bashes. This won't work if people don't follow mechanics.
Yeah, we've got this.
Down.
We have to follow them to the letter for this fight.
Who's the other healer?
It's me.
We're all
Crap.
dead at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get the reses. We could have done that.
All right,
Oh, we had a
everyone
good
over
thing.
here. I want to talk about this for a minute, guys. Make sure we all are on the same page. Everyone away from the bosses. I don't want anyone accidentally aggroing. Because I want to make sure we have time to talk about this. Okay, guys, I need you to get those reses. If you are a DPS, call out who you are getting and go get them. Like, make sure you call it out. Like, you really need, like, because we can't have 2 people trying to res the same person because it just ends up, you know, wasting time and resources for everyone. And it's kind of like, you know, it takes the focus off of the fight itself. Additionally, healers and tanks cannot res. We have to focus on keeping bosses and keeping everyone alive. So that means you guys have to do that. Like, that's super important. Additionally, the other thing I noticed that we're not doing is the bashes. They are vitally important, whether they are from the main boss or from the spheres. They have to get done, guys, because it is causing a massive amount of damage to the rest of the team. If you see those wind-ups with the little red dot lines around them, bash, just to be safe. If you're a DPS who's Magicka and you have Crushing Shock, you want to put it on right now, because that'll allow you to interrupt from a distance if need be. Let's see. Some additional stuff that I was noticing, you need to pay attention to some of the attacks the boss does when they send out the little shockwaves along the ground. You need to be blocking so it doesn't stumble us and root us in place. Additionally, keep an eye out for the AoE circles on the ground. I'm seeing a lot of people who are standing in those, and you cannot stand in them. You have to be immediately out of them. They'll kill even tanks super quickly. You need to get out of those, and I cannot heal you through them. No healer can heal you through them. They do too much damage. So please make sure you're paying attention to that. Any of the other members in the group have anything they want to mention that they've noticed?
I would just appreciate on the right side if you can try and stack on me if you're DPS. It just felt like everyone moved to the left side of the screen and we kind of lost our cohesion.
Yeah,
And then nobody
that's
was getting
a good
back on the
point,
magic
Max.
attack.
That's a good
try
point.
and
We
keep
need to
a
focus
bit
on
tighter
stacking.
formation, and then let's try and split up. I would say the spheres left and right as well. And if we stay a bit more organized in our formation, I think we'll have better results.
Yeah.
DPS have to be on the hills though.
Yes. You see how I'm standing with Stunner? How we're kind of mushed together like one person? This is how I want you guys, a hard stack. I need you guys stuck up, like, right together, because otherwise we can't concentrate heals and buffs, and we end up overextending. Like, I was running out of Magicka in that fight, and that never happens for me, honestly. Like, that's, I have never had that happen in all my days of, like, vet anything, hardly. So it's make sure you are staying stacked. That is vitally important for this fight. The only exception is when you're moving over to spheres, and in that case, you guys all want to pick one together and go for it. Do it, focus it all one at a time together, because again, concentrating heals and going through and getting them,
You also
all
burn them
together.
down quicker that way.
You burn them down more quickly as well. Thank you for articulating
Right,
that better.
when you say where the DPS have to be, the DPS have to go there.
Yes, and I do mean that, guys. You guys have to go to whichever, sphere we're telling you to go to.
Okay, so do we want to sort of formulate now? So because they go front, back, and then left, right. So when they're front, back, do we want positive in the back, negative in the front?
Yes, we can do it that way. That sounds like a good way to do it.
Okay,
So,
positive in the back.
Positive in the back, negative in the front now? Because we just switched that. That was...
Did we? I don't know what I
Yeah.
said.
Okay. Okay. So, alright. We're gonna do it positive in the front, negative in
Okay.
the back.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone ready? Tanks out
Ready.
first. Healers next. Tanks go ahead. Healers follow. DPSs come on out. That's it. Much better stacking this time, guys. Resist the urge to DPS dance. Sleepy, back over in here, closer.
Yep.
Out of the AoE, move out of the AoE,
AoE.
everyone. Red circle on the ground, but don't go flying all over the place, you just need to step out of it. Excellent, this is much better.
Spheres are up.
Spheres are up.
Okay, positive front. Kev is down.
I'm gonna fall.
Up. Healer down.
Wow.
I'm down.
I got a
Alright,
look at
that's-
it. I got the stun, guys. I'm down.
Oh, down.
Rising.
Oh, damn, sorry, I was trying to...
That's alright, wipe.
Yeah, this is a really tough boss.
That's easy.
Yeah, this also isn't like, it's not, this is a really tough boss fight. Like, it isn't easy. This isn't an easy trial. It's one of the harder ones, definitely. So,
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you guys to think
I
that,
switched
it's,
birds to my throne bar too, so I'll be doing it more frequently.
yeah, it's, if you can, certainly. I'm actually going to move it myself real quick, because I feel like the spot I have it in isn't quite conducive enough to the whole thing.
Yeah, when we went to the spheres, there was only 2 DPSs over there, so when they say spheres, run to the spheres.
Yes, please do. Like, we cannot do this unless you guys follow the mechanics. That is the most vitally important part of this entire boss fight right here. Like, we can't do it unless people follow it. Sorry, I just want to make sure I have this set up correctly here for everyone. Alright. And... Alright. So.
Changed a few
Now...
things too.
Alright. So, now that we know a lot of the things that we were doing wrong, we know the main issue here is just following mechanics. That's the main thing I just need you guys to focus on. Is when somebody calls out spheres, go to the spheres. And specifically, I'm gonna assign them. We're gonna do this like positions on a clock, okay? Because that might be a little easier for everyone to remember. basically 12 o'clock across from us, 6 o'clock closest to us,
Okay.
3 o'clock, and
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, obviously. And so if you see the fabricants come up, the spheres, you're going to call it out and make sure that you just, make sure everyone knows. If it's, between 9 and 6, just say 7 or 8, we'll get the picture.
Yeah.
So if it's between, we'll all understand.
Like 6:45.
Yeah, so, and here's the deal. When they happen, I want you all, every single DPS is going to go to those spheres, okay? And you're going to stack up nice and pretty on whatever sphere it is, and you're gonna burn him the fuck down as fast as you can. Alright? I mean everyone to that specific sphere. The only people who are gonna stay put are tanks and healers. Alright?
So are we trying to split on the spheres, or are we trying to kill one and then move to the other?
Kill one and move to the other. No,
Thank
I
you.
mean like all 10 of, 8 rather, 8.
And even at the same time, you need to be aware of where Paws and Neg are and try and keep position to their tail. It's really tough.
Yeah, do keep an eye out for where they're
caught
at.
in that shockwave, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you get rooted to the spot and you're stuck there for a second, and that's very valuable seconds lost.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for them, just kind of angle your camera so that you can see them. And you should probably have your camera zoomed all the way out if you don't already.
Okay.
Aside from that, I think that covers anything, unless anyone else is seeing any other issues that they want to bring up that we haven't covered yet. No?
Remind somebody that never uses the camera how to zoom it out.
Press
Hold
the down button, and then
down
on your
D-pad.
right joy pad, just
wait, maybe.
yeah, just
There it is.
Yeah, click the
Okay.
right joystick and hold down on the right D-pad and move the joystick back.
Oh, this is gonna be weird. Alright.
It is. It takes
Agreed.
getting used to. But you
But
need
with-
that extra peripheral vision
Well,
for
people on the
this.
screen, it really helps.
It does, yeah. So,
mhm.
alright. So yeah, it's when I have you guys doing the spheres, all 8 of you, DPSs, on a sphere at once, whichever one we call out, time-wise.
Alright.
Alright? Alright, let's give this another go. I think we can do this. I believe we can.
Does anybody have Warhorn ready? I have my ultimate.
I have Warhorn 8 points shy of my ult. Alright, everybody out?
Okay.
Alright, Warhorn, 3, 2, 1, 2.
Stack on the blue balls on my side, guys, for DPS, please. For Neg.
Spheres.
Spheres are up. Hit that interrupt, please, everyone. Alright, sphere is
9
at
o'clock?
6 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock. I want you guys to focus 9 first. I'm not seeing enough DPSs over at 9 o'clock. I see a few people still running around.
Nine o'clock down.
Alright, 6 o'clock,
6
everyone.
o'clock.
I want everyone at 6 o'clock. If you're not a healer or a tank.
Get off me, you asshole.
Make sure to call that out for me, Desart.
Oh, sorry.
I got the res.
I got a bunch of bugs on me.
Alright. I'm working on them.
6 o'clock shield down.
Alright, excellent. Keep
6
working on
o'clock
them.
down. Oh. Yep, 6 o'clock down.
Alright, wonderful.
Oop. Right on the boss, too.
Everyone back to their bosses, respectively.
There's still one sphere up.
Oh, there's still one sphere up? Where at?
Is there another sphere?
2 o'clock.
Okay.
2 o'clock and 3
Everything 2
o'clock.
o'clock.
Everyone focus 2
We got-
o'clock and 3 o'clock.
2 o'clock first.
Yes, 2 o'clock first. Sounds good.
Warhorn.
I'm down. I'm dead. Healer down.
Alright. 2 o'clock down. 3 o'clock.
Alright, Elizabeth's
Get
got
in
me.
trash. Shit. That's gonna crap, sorry. Alright.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Burn it down, guys.
3 o'clock down.
Another one up over here.
6 o'clock.
6
Over
o'clock.
here.
Alright.
Where's over here?
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock,
6
everyone.
o'clock. Sorry, I get a little confused on that.
It's all good. Max, how you doing over there?
I'm okay.
Alright.
Magic management.
6 o'clock down.
Alright, watch out for the shockwaves. Alright, all spheres down, looks like. Everyone back to your bosses, respectively.
Yeah, stack the tail, guys. DPS.
Stack on the butt. On the tail, just avoid the AoE at the bottom.
There's a
Warhorn,
spear.
3, 2,
12
1.
o'clock.
Oh,
Alright,
12 o'clock.
Sphere 12. Sphere 12 o'clock,
Alright,
everyone move to
Spear.
sphere.
12 o'clock.
6 o'clock down, 7 o'clock. Take out 12 o'clock first.
Okay.
12 first, everyone, focus 12.
We'll go 12
I'm
then.
dead, I'm dead. I'm over at
I got
9
you.
o'clock. Elizabeth's got me, alright, thank you.
6 o'clock.
Everyone move to 6 o'clock, please.
I'm sorry, those damn things.
Someone get trash up.
Yeah, that's... It's Elizabeth's
Trying.
working on it, she keeps getting hit by
There you go.
shockwaves. Thank you.
Alright. Which number are we at? Okay, 6.
7 o'clock.
Alright, everyone focus over at 7 o'clock, please.
Seven o'clock down.
Spears
Spears
down.
Spheres down, back to bosses, everyone.
Set up.
Avoid the AoEs
Alright,
and stay
that's-
behind the boss.
Solid.
That's alright.
Stack the tail, stack the tail.
No, not there.
How are we doing for
Alright,
health?
hit the bash, guys.
We have
23% over here, where are you guys at?
22.
22.
Excellent.
20.
Keep burning them.
Spears are up.
19. Spheres, everyone stop and do spheres.
Spears. Okay.
Oh, I'm dead. Elizabeth, can you
I'm
grab
down.
me?
8
Oh, she's got
o'clock.
a
I'm
dot
down.
on her.
I'm down at 10 o'clock.
Alright,
I got you, trash.
I got you, Sleepy.
Okay.
alright, thank you.
Everybody on 10 o'clock.
Healer down.
Done.
Alright,
Nope,
somebody
nope,
get Max,
I'm down.
please, ASAP.
Oh yeah, we got too many people down.
I got max. Oh, I'm down.
Shit.
Alright.
Ah,
Oh
fuck.
shit, I'm down.
Ah, man, I'm down again.
I'm dead as well. That was much better, though. That was much, much better.
So close.
That was miles better, though. Like, it really was, guys.
Very
that was fantastic.
close.
Over there like, no, I will thank you both.
Alright, everyone
I
back
wasn't
to
gonna
the
give it
front.
to him. Yeah. That was good. I thought we had it.
That was much better, guys. Seriously. Stunner, you're still standing in the middle! Ah!
Oh, my bad.
Brilliant.
Oh god.
My bad, controller died. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, we're
We
kind
rolling
of
or
want to go. There's only their list here
Alright,
is
yeah.
down.
No. Alright, yeah, just let
We'll
us wipe it.
That was completely my bad.
It's all
Are we
good.
wiping?
It happened. Yeah, we're wiping.
Oh. Yeah. Eat me, you ass.
Because I'm pretty sure I need to recharge my weapon.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, I'm alive. Never mind. I didn't realize I
Oh,
was alive.
Kev has to go. Do we have a replacement for Kev?
Kev has to go? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me see if I can call someone in real quick. Just wipe, guys. Let it wipe.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we're.
A 750 DPS.
Damn you,
would be
tanks.
Oh,
Working on
take
you.
me.
Yeah, let me see if I can find someone.
There we go.
Oof.
Me real quick. I have a couple people in mind I know I can ask who have really high DPS burn.
Oh,
you might need to
that's
call
two.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Alright, sorry guys.
This stranger has cards.
Thank you for joining though, we appreciate it. Alright, so I need two then. Let me ask.
Hey, FYI, we ranked